Collective reading, not them wanting to compete with you for you. Make it make sense. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you at your reading. Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do another reading for you. This will be general reading as what I've been doing of late. We're going to go ahead and cleanse our area with this little tool. You'll know how much we like fire in this channel. So if you're new to my channel, I'm going to extend a super warm welcome. Thank you for stopping in. I hope that you get exactly what it is that you came here for. And for those of you that are repeat offenders, thank you so much for showing up. Super encouraging. And I really do hope that you're receiving some healing along with amusement and whatever else it is that you came here for. And on that note, we're going to make a couple of wishes. Hopefully safely, but there's never any promises. So if you can think about your wish and make it now. There's one for the divine masculine and maybe the divine feminine. And there's two. Can we have enough fire? Probably not. All right, guys. As per usual, I'll be using a couple of different oracle decks. This is your stargazing oracle. And I will likely be using this one as well. The millennial oracle. And anything else that Spirit deems necessary to get the reading. Let's put this guy to the side. And let's start with some oracle cards, shall we? It's always a question of which ones. We'll use these. Show me what I need to see for the collective. Anything that's going to be important, anything that's going to be helpful. Nice. And show me now. Interesting that this one came up in the pre-shuffle during my meditation. Deep knowing. I feel like that's center. Center stage. What else do we need to know? Time for a nap. Well, I mean, don't tell me twice. Threaten me with a good time. And breathe. So right off the bat, I feel like maybe you guys have been working a lot. And it could be at your regular jobs. It could be your you know, whatever it is that you love doing, or a combination thereof. I'm feeling like perhaps there is a feeling of burnout, and also I feel like there's a stillness. Look at the moon being reflected twice here with a deep knowing and the time for a nap. I feel like even Spirit's saying with everything, there's a time to rest and a time to rise and a time to do, and perhaps this is not the time to do. Simply breathing is going to be all right, because I feel like being in the state of just receptivity, not needing to prove anything. A lot of us are working a lot, and either that could be a form of medication, like we are medicating so that we don't have to stop and really think about anything else, or it could be like a desire to prove something to ourselves or other people, or being in the infinite chase of money and things like that. And maybe some of us fall into the blend of, a couple of different ones, a couple of different categories right there. Because nothing is really linear. Nothing is 100%. But I also feel like there is a deep knowing, is a time to wait. I'm even looking at this moon above this bird as well. Hello. Okay, jumpers. Hold on. 1 second. What was that? Okay, so we have judgment jumping out and making its presence known. So I feel like there is a situation where either you are being judged or you are forming judgments. And for most of you guys, I feel like you're the one forming judgments. It says awake, resurrection, reincarnation, reunion, shocking, ascension, and rebirth. And I feel like maybe you guys have been feeling this exhaustion, maybe some symptoms of ascension as well. The King of Pentacles, yeah. So this person, these cards are so cool. This person is all about their bag, but I feel like even maybe you've succeeded in attaining, or maybe you're waking up and realizing that no amount of money or assets, or no matter how much I make and how much I pursue and how much I gain, it's never enough. It's just that constant chase of a lack of fulfillment. And I feel like that's echoed by the white of his shirt, just being all white for me. I always affiliate anything with white to have to do with like spirituality and connection to spirit and like a pure heart. And I feel like there's a measure of coming out of this like fog and what's charming and what used to be something that really took up a lot of your time, perhaps, and a lot of your focus and determination, and just realizing that maybe perhaps this isn't necessarily for you, with a great awakening. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop as well, collectively. And everybody knows, what's going on in the world. No need to kind of beat that horse to death. But I feel like also there's a deep knowing within your gut. There a lot more secrets are going to be coming out. And what I mean by that, I do mean that on a global scale. I do mean that on a larger picture. While we're all busy running these little gauntlets like gerbils, I feel like, we've been played upon and preyed upon and programmed to really think that these things are so freaking important. And it's not that they're not. Providing for your family and having luxuries and things that you can really enjoy, they have its place in the world or in life in general. But they are not the beginning and the end of all. It shouldn't be that we go to our graves and think, wow, we had this luxurious home and it could have been in a magazine and I kept it immaculate. And I had a wife, but I seldom saw her because I was always working. And she worked really hard too. And she did her blood, sweat, and tears to provide for this family. And yet there's like a hollow lack of fulfillment there. And if you're not feeling that way or kind of thinking that way, then this definitely is not your reading. And I totally respect that. No worries about that. I have other readings that you can look up. And of course, there are other readers out there that you can connect with as well. But if this is starting to sound like you, then give me a moment because this is your read. Now, bottom of the deck, I'm looking at right here, I have the Empress making herself known. And this is really cool because it says mother, fertile, divine feminine, creation, abundance, nurturing stability, and pregnancy. And when you think of like the mother, the Empress, this is somebody who has been through all of the queens that you can basically be anything at any given time because you've had a lot of practice to be the Queen of Swords, cutting off things that just don't serve you, cutting off all the BS and getting to nitty-gritty of other people's BS as well as your own BS. And then the Queen of Cups, of just being really connected in that spirit of reciprocity. Nope, I'll never get these words, but that's okay. We're going to move on. So that reciprocal energy, or just getting into that, giving and that loving stance. And, the Queen of Wands, where's the mover and the shaker and the candlestick maker, and we're going to make things happen and we're going to go after it. And the Queen of Pentacles, of course, very earthy and just allowing things to be and focusing on what nourishes her family on a soul level and being very connected to Mother Earth. And so you've been all of those queens, whether you're male or female, it doesn't make a difference, but you worn all of those hats. And I feel like right now you're in a different state in life, whether you're older or younger, it doesn't make a difference. I feel like you are the calm. You are with deep knowing, just kind of that something is being born within you that is different than you've ever seen before. And for those of you guys that are healers, I do feel like that is actually a gift being born with all of this green healing energy, which is super cool. For some of you guys, it could be love on the 3D. And this to me would mean like manifesting if you're looking for a partner and things like that. I think that would be part of it. But most important to me, I feel like it would be finding someone who, I heard the word electrifying and I was trying to use it in a sentence, but it just kind of left me. So I'm going to give it to you how I got it. Okay. So I feel like it's just going to be a huge like lightning bolt and a super stunner. Wow. That's a weird term, but yeah, you're welcome. An incredible like awakening, almost like a tower moment where you're going to see that maybe your judgment has been clouded in some area of life, maybe where it had to do with love or something like that. And I feel like you could even be seeing a partner or a potential partner or a past partner that really was focused on their pentacles, or maybe your current partner, whatever the case may be. Of course, apply it. If it makes sense, then great. If it doesn't, then toss it out. But I feel like you're going to have this thing where with the judgment, you're going to see this person in a whole different light, thinking that maybe perhaps you worked on yourself and you have things figured out, but maybe even this person is showing up here a little bit defiant. Like, yeah, me too. Like, what up? You know, like you're not the only one that's got things figured out. And as much as you've traveled and maybe you've traveled in different circles, like I'm here too. So that's for somebody, not all of you guys. So let's find out what the time for a nap is, okay? I feel like maybe even a spiritual nap or a sleep, 4, 5, 6. So that would be a 6. I always think that is like victory. Maybe resting, having a deep rest after you've done all the running and all the changing and all the growing and things like that. And a deep knowing, allowing things to come to you once again, being reciprocal in your energy, but also having that confidence that you can pull out any pan to cook whatever it is. Me and my crazy metaphors. Anyways, you get the point. So you have all the skills that is needed for the moment, and it's just a time to breathe, because why? You're a human being, not a human doing. You don't have to be on the go all the time and explain that to other people, or like use it to get your self-esteem for, I've got 3 jobs and I'm always busy and I have no time. And how's that a badge of pride when you're not taking care of your own vessel and you're not taking a moment to enjoy what it is that you're working so hard for? And so on and so forth. Moving on. I want to explore this judgment with a number 2. Okay, Emperor. What the heck? Okay, so can you guys hear the frogs? They crack me up. I don't know why they make me laugh. They don't like bug me at all. But anyways, so we have the Emperor being featured here. Oh, okay, the 4 of Cups. So we'll get that to that in a moment. So with the Emperor, this can mean a lot of things. This is like getting your house in order. This is a set of rules, but it's just could be also dogma. The number 4 is also stability. And I'm also looking at this chakra. It's almost like very root chakra-y, and that's not even like a word at all, but very grounded. It's almost like the red carpet is leading up to being very grounded and being exposed for what it really is. And you can take that right up to the real red carpet or use it metaphorically, of course. I do think that things are being revealed and kind of old modes of thought and illusions are falling away, which is actually a good thing. But this could also be saying that the Empress is used to kind of like doing her own thing, even if she's partnered. Oh, duh. And then the Emperor. I have a duh moment, complete duh moment. But anyways, here we go. A perfect couple. Right? There's no perfect, but here's the perfect couple, the Empress and the Emperor. together. And so maybe perhaps this is indicating, once again, if you've been on a quest or thinking if you're gonna, find that special someone, that you do actually find someone, and it kind of hits you like a lightning bolt, like this isn't what I thought it would be. And I feel like you've been done with a lot of the fantasy notions and things that, well, I mean, let's talk about the red carpet. A lot of what like Hollywood has put out there for us to believe that maybe love is, it's like, oh, you just feel good together and then things just work out and then you strive for all the stuff and then you get the stuff and then you're a happy-go-lucky family, the end. And then you hit the reset button, die, rebirth, or whatever, next generation, do it all over again. So I think that you've kind of hit this position where because the Empress is self-sufficient. She doesn't, or he doesn't need anybody. Again, we're not reading sex. We're strictly reading energy. So use that however it fits you. But I do feel like this Empress has been, I heard in a holding pattern for a long time. Doing a lot of growing, a lot of evolving, and with a deep, deep blue, maybe even perhaps uncovering a lot of truths and mysteries within, as far as their connection to spirit, right? Because she's about to birth a new gift that she's, maybe you're aware that you have like a gift that's just kind of like a baby gift that you're just now coming into connection with or realizing, but I feel like you don't really understand the depth or the expansiveness of it. Anyways, so this person could be somebody from the past or somebody that you would just view as like, yeah, they got all their ducks together, but they're not for me because I heard for the streets. Okay, so you could be a little bit jaded like me, like thinking, okay, people, this maybe a person's just like into their money and whatever, and I'm not gonna lie, I guess I think of it sometimes as like that's for the streets. It's just, if you don't have any spirituality, I'm not at all interested. And maybe perhaps you're thinking in the same way, but just maybe I feel like this is here to break some kind of a mold for you. And once again, I'm not trying to like jump into like a love reading, but then there you go. Spirit brings forth whatever it wants. Show me what I need to see. Why are these cards here? Oh, including the 4 cups. I did not forget that. Show me why these cards are here, please. And show me now. Leo. Independent, confident, extroverted, ego, courageous, proud, playful, prowess, charismatic, expressive, and vital. Okay. Furball. Okay. Show me why these cards are here, please. Show me what I need to see for the collective. There's a little air of defiance in this king, and it's like, I can be all those things. I could be spiritual. Interesting. Mutable moon. Nothing is set in stone. Stay adaptable. Lack staying power. Something is changing, not final. Unstable situations and scattered energy. This person might have some unfinished business or some unfinished business with you. The 4th house. Home, family, robots, self-care, childhood, personal foundations, real estate, kitchen witch, and shelter. Yeah, I feel like this person more in the male energy, the divine masculine, if you will, has a very good grip or firm hold, or really focused and very skilled with their home life and things like that. But maybe I feel like they kind of see you as a challenge, which is kind of weird. It's like spirituality isn't like a challenging thing. It's like, I could be spiritual too. Well, okay, then you go, boy. I mean, this card also came out before the reading. And blessings, endings, shadow work, emotional cleansing, and reset. So I feel like that's what this is about, is just having a major cleansing and a reset. Spiritual growth, emotional baggage, destruction, unexpected situations. Ooh, sounds juicy. Okay. Fixed moon, staying power, inflexibility, stuck, stand firm, stubborn, patience needed, power of concentration, not backing down, and strong-willed. I'm feeling like that belongs to this person. That's kind of focused on their 4th house. And, first quarter, challenges, time for action, breakthroughs, old blockages and patterns. Push through and stop at nothing, doing the work and momentum. So there is a point. That's why you need this break so badly, so desperately. Maybe perhaps even taking a little mini vacation, staycation, whatever it is. I think it's going to be wise at this time to take that time off, because you do have another push through coming for you. And what I mean by that is definitely just the way it sounds. It's going to be a time for you to push through and conquer a lot more inner work. I feel like you've already done a lot, but where you're at right now, I feel like you're nearing burnout, if not burnout already, and it's time to take a break just to really enjoy the moment, whatever the moment is, whether you're, you know, a moment in your bathtub with candles, or a moment with friends and family that isn't taxing, or a nice meal, or whatever, meditation, all of that. All of that. So you could be having a lot of dreams right now. And I know I've been having some really wild dreams, you guys. And if you want like a dream video, maybe we can do it together. When I say together, I mean like me in spirit. So I've been having some really wild, vivid, detailed dreams. I'm like, what is going on here? But perhaps you're having some really intense dreams as well. So this is dreams, emotional, visions, illusions, escapist, confusion, mystical, sensitive, compassionate, healing, and intuitive. And so once again, it's like getting into this receptive mode, or maybe you're getting a lot of downloads because you are ascending. And I think anytime that we're getting like spiritual gifts and things like that, there is a pause for that. Oh, goody. I just dropped another, which means I have to take it. It's a snow moon. Ha. Okay, transition, low resources, hibernation, embrace change, renewal, cleansing, soul clearing, darkness, scarcity. Make plans for the future, rest. And this came flying out sideways. So I feel like there's periods of time where you feel like you want to prioritize these things, like prioritize your health, your you know, I need to kind of take a break from this or from life, or just do me kind of a thing, that kind of an energy. And then you oscillate between like, let me work hard and push, and let me kind of slow down. And there is no, it's like this chaotic stop and go on the road. And that really doesn't get you to where you need to go like any faster. It's almost like rush. Okay, stop. Let's just end it right here, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna pull these aside along with the dog sparkle. Quite given up on that. Oh, good. So we're gonna pull some different cards real quick, but I do want to bring this guy out. Let's ask a little bit about, and these are general readings, of course. If some of it fits, great. If the majority of it doesn't, obviously not for you. You would know within the first few minutes. This reading has to do with resources, with receptivity, with rest. Wow, all the R's. Huh? And I'm going to go ahead and take that one card I said I would take and I forgot about. The Four of Cups right here. So if somebody's in energy where like they don't want that, something is being offered and you just don't want it. So I'm not entirely sure what this is, but we will find out. So I'd like to know for most of this reading, does this have to do with ascending for most of the people watching, please. I'm getting a maybe. More on the divine masculine. So sending for the masculine more so than you. And show me what I need to see. And does this have to do also with the divine masculine fighting this connection? Or, yeah, I kind of feel like fighting this connection. Maybe. Okay. Does this have to do with the divine masculine finding the connection due to other family obligations and other partners? Again, maybe. Okay. So this is a stop and go about resources. Should the divine feminine be focused on her resources after this break and this rest? Is that something that should be a main focus, please? And that's a yes. Okay. So that would be something that you can really focus on in a couple of different ways that would manifest. It would be, you know, in good old, I don't know if you're into canning, if you're into, I heard stockpiling, if you're into any of those things that we talk about that other people don't want to hear. So it could be really anything that you need to take care of yourself, your family, having medication for the next like 5 years. It could be having eyewear. Have you considered, you know, your eyewear and things like that? Just like real basic things outside of just like hoarding toilet paper. And by the way, I feel like all those things were really rehearsals, but show me what I need to see. Why is the Four of Cups here? Show me what I need to see. Okay, I'm hearing I don't want to like slow down because I feel bored. Interesting. Mutable moon. Nothing is set in stone. Stay adaptable once again. So something is changing, not final. Unstable solutions. Yeah, we got that before. Let's pull from a different deck. If this reading is resonating with you, please do give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll use this deck. King of Swords. Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Why are these cards all here? Why did they make their appearance? And show me now. Interesting, because I feel like it's survival, but it's also about love and how we view the world. So we have Justice, and we have the Knight of Wands. And you know, the Knight of Wands, similar, I kind of view the Knight of Wands similar to the Knight of Cups. They're in love with love a little bit, but this Knight is more in love with like sex and the sensuality and pleasure and things that feel good, and they're not thinking about anything long-term. So that could be an issue. And this person, she's been working hard. It's like 9 to 5. Working hard. I don't even know what that is, like a robe or something. Coming home to just get comfy, kicking off her shoes. So I feel like with Justice, there is a time combined with this that's saying that maybe you're going to come into like a union with someone that gives you a lot of pleasure. I'm just going to leave it there because I'm definitely trying to be PG about things. And you know how I can get. So show me what I need to see more about this reading. It's more like a love connection or a keeping those that you love safe connection. Okay, definitely about love. And about protecting, wow, I can't even speak, about protecting those that you love. I do think that on the Divine Masculine, there is another connection there that they are kind of preoccupied with. Almost stating like, yeah, I could take care of both. I could take care of you both if I wanted to. I could be spiritual and still kind of live it up. and live more in the 3D. I'm trying to zoom in, but I'm having no success. So I'm just going to leave it be. So this person's wanting to give you like an Ace of Cups. And it's like, usually the Ace of Cups is, you know, all about the emotion flowing. And it's like, I really see you and I get you. And I feel like we vibe and we're on the same wavelength, and we're like, we get each other. And it's a deep, deep connective knowing. And even like looking at these like water nymphs, they feel a little bit like celebratory, like celebration and having some kind of a communion together, whether it's having drinks or having a meal together, things like that. So I feel like this person is saying, you know, I could take care of you and my other responsibilities, but to me it has an edge of like dishonesty to it, and I don't like it, to be honest. I mean, if everybody's in the know, that's one thing, but if it's just them making decisions for everybody that affects many people, then yeah, that's not cool. But 10 of Swords, so yeah, I feel like this is a case of maybe somebody making decisions, thinking that they could still be spiritual or connected to spirit. And for some reason, that's just like a challenge to them. It's almost like they're taking it like, yeah, I got this. I can get up 9 to 5 and do that too. What? Like, what's the problem here? Or I can take care of my family and you could be on my arm too. Something to that effect. And it just seems like they're still missing vibrationally what this whole thing is about. The Four of Pentacles, yeah. It's just like missing the mark. This is Four of Pentacles. This is like, I have resources, they're in the cupboard. Which one do I get to make what? How do I go about this? I'm confused. And I feel like that's what this masculine or more masculine energy person is saying. It's like, I could do all that too. What's the problem? Like, you won't even give me a chance, or even energetically, because I don't think this person's quite approached you, but I feel like they feel it, and they feel defiant, and they feel like they can conquer, and they feel like they're very much in their 3D energy. They're not, maybe they have elevated somewhat to spirit, but I feel like they have a way to go because they're so ego bound is what I keep hearing. That's what it is. So this person's looking at the pantry, trying to figure out, do I have everything that it takes to go ahead and make a cake for this person? That's not exactly how I heard it, but that's how I'm going to say it. So I think they could be stressing out a little bit, trying to figure out, it's like, well, not what does she want, or what does he want? And it's like, I've offered everything. And it could be one of those cases where they're kind of surrounded in a situation of negativity or like verbal combat and things like that. And they want to see you, kind of use you like an out or as a soft place to land. But what they don't realize is they need to fix their ish before they can even come forward. Yeah, there's just a lot of chaos. They're in their heads. And while they have maybe even undergone like some things of like ascending, which is great, I don't feel like they've quite gotten it yet. Okay, what is this? So I'm trying to move this a little. Okay, so yeah, with the Three of Wands, it had been a long period of waiting. This person could have been waiting for you for a long time, and you're just like running circles in their head. Okay, yeah, this is somebody who you've been in stalemate with. Okay, well, whatever, it is what it is here. Here are the little water nymphs, and I feel like you've been like meditating and dealing with your own feelings and emotions, and with your back to the ice. But I definitely feel like there's no communication, and this person's like, you know, I got it. I can do all these things. But this person needs to, Six of Swords, they need to move on. They need to move towards a light. They need to move towards what really is fundamentally honest and helpful to them, not ego-based. Because I feel like you're something that they view as, I want to conquer, I want to own, or why can't I have it? Referring you as an it, but that's a little bit like the vibe, and I'm not really digging it. So while as much as this person may have changed or be experiencing some ascension, I think that they have a long way to go. Yeah, the Hierophant. They have to commit to their journey with spirit first and foremost, and then look at the rest of their life in order to see what's going to fit and make sense and what is going to be right. So I feel like they are running away from this like darkness, and eventually they will run into a kind of like a different dimension. They'll be looking at things differently, and not looking to apply their spiritual knowledge and wisdom to the 3D world, because it doesn't work. It just doesn't. Yeah, you can be abundant, but you can't manipulate your spirituality in order to make things fit, to make things work. This person can already be committed. They could already be in a relationship. So I'd be very careful. They have a lot, and even I feel like they have a lot of things planned for you, whether you know it or not. And I heard it's like what's in store for you. So you're kind of like doing your own thing. And here is this Hierophant who is probably already committed, trying to kind of mix things and make the bottles look like they're the same. Coming to your door. I don't know. I just don't have a great feeling about it. Yeah. The Knight of Swords. We want answers. We expect answers. You could get harsh and quick communication. And then there is a decision being made right here. It's like, do I invest the time and energy any more than I already have? Is it going to make me feel safe and stable? And the Four of Swords here. Here's taking another rest and reset, perhaps. Enjoying life, enjoying music. So these are things that you're going to want to think about. The Knave of Wands, once again. It's just, if you're looking for a partnership, here we go. We're going to end it with this one, because why not? I got to flip the cards over so I don't look at them. So we have the Knave of Wands. This is, you know, all about the libido, and I want to get it, and it's super exciting, and it's fiery, and all of that stuff. Oh, I dumped all of my cards. I get to play 51 pickup or 600 cards in there. Who knows? Anyways, it doesn't matter. Who cares? We have the Knave of Chalices. It goes back to this person looking at themselves. Now that they've attained some like spiritual attunement and some spiritual growth and maybe some revelations, I feel like this is a time for this person to look deeply within themselves and decide, you know, what is the right path for them. Not necessarily looking at you, but deciding what is the right path in a spiritual and adult manner. So that's what I have. Kind of an interesting mix. I hope you enjoy it. Again, please do like, share, comment, subscribe. Until next time, namaste.